Hi Leo, welcome to Tifa's Tarot, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. And today I'd like to go ahead and complete your general reading for February of 2024. So if you are a Leo and it is in your sun, your moon, or your rising, then it is my sincerest intention that this reading can resonate with you in some capacity and that you're able to receive these messages and apply them to your life. And of course, and always and only for your highest good, right? So with that being said, we are going to use the Neoteric Feminine Tarot to pull your main messages, and we will be clarifying that. And then we'll close out the reading with one card of advice from the Eternal Crystals Oracle that just talks about a particular crystal and its chakra alignment and perhaps a message that's accompanying it that can resonate with you in some way, maybe that you can utilize to help you get through this month of February, all right? Astrologically, we have a pretty good month. There are not any signs in retrograde during this month, so it's all clear sailing until around April, right? So this is a great time to really start going towards things that you really want to do without much hindrance, right? There's a very powerful time for forward movement, so to speak, all right? So, if you've been here more than one time, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. That would be fantastic. Comment, like, participate, help me to help you. Okay. So, the first message is the main theme. So, what is the main theme for Leo for the month of February? Show me the main theme for Leo in the month of February. Hangman, you're waiting on something here, okay? There's a period of waiting. Perhaps you've had to give up something, or you're Queen of Pentacles, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune. So for some of you, this could look like waiting on a home, right? Because with that the Hangman energy is the suspense, right? It's like you've put some feelers out and you're waiting to kind of hear from a response, all right? This could have something to do with your home. We got that Queen of Pentacles here, which has to, excuse me, kitty. Oh my goodness, are you joking right now? She's like biting the cord. Sorry. So Queen of Pentacles has to do with your home space, has to do with just being comforting. This could also be a person because this is a court card. So this is like a feminine energy. Could be you, right? That is like in your, I would say like in this like good business sense, right? This is like a feminine energy of like having good business, being nurturing, being caring, taking care of the home. That also has to do with luxury as well, okay? And wanting to change. There's a change in a home situation that you're waiting for, okay? And the Wheel of Fortune indicates that you're looking for a change of fate. You're looking for things to, for fortune to kind of happen, for events to turn in your favor that have to do with your home, okay? And I do think there's something in the month of February. So this main theme is you waiting for something of that on that line, all right? Let's go ahead and look at your past influences. So what is following you to February from the past? Let's look at past influences for you, dear Leo. What are past influences for Leo? Oh, the Lovers. Okay. So relationships, a divine well, not necessarily divine partnership, but definitely like a unification, partnerships. Let's see what that has. What about this though? What about a relationship? King of Swords. You're thinking about it. Putting it to the test on a intellectual, mental level. And the Four of Pentacles. Past influences, I feel like you've thought really hard about this. Like, there's something about the way that you are showing up in a partnership right now that you're not thinking, you're not in your feeling state in the relationship. You're doing things that make sense, right? Doing things of authority, making very authoritative decisions, perhaps even about things, right? And at the same time, this could have something to do with, are you saving money, perhaps, right? Because that Four of Pentacles talks about being able to conserve, to save money, to be a little bit frugal, okay? But all in a means of, for help, or like to help yourself later in some way. It's like savings, right? It's making sure that like that you don't want to have like any insecurity. So I feel like past influences, maybe you and your partner have really thought about saving. That's a big thing. So how I'm putting this together is the main theme could be you. So main theme could be you waiting to have a change in your home space, right? And it has something to do with like a partnership, a lover, even like your relationship at this time. It's based on a high standard intellectual level that has a lot to do with how you're looking at your finances, your money, right? And what that looks like together. I'm seeing that. Let's look at challenges. So what are challenges for you, dear Leo, for this month? Okay. So Page of Swords. All right. Page of Swords can indicate you could have challenges. Like, make sure that you look things through. Read the fine print on contracts. Be a little bit more diligent with like researching things. Make sure that you're planning things. You could be having issues with plans that just kind of go awry. Okay, the Empress. Three Pentacles. Okay, and the Emperor. Interesting. So we've got a couple here. This it's not good that it's in your challenge position, right? So the Emperor is all about putting things in order, right? Like making sure that you keep your standards, like that things are up to par in that way, right? That you're being practical. With that Empress is all about being able to nurture things, like have things kind of come to life as well. You got that Three Pentacles, which is all about working well together. This could also be a job, right? But overall it has to do with like collaboration. So I feel like there's a challenge where you're not there could be a challenge in how you plan things. Look very carefully at how, if there are projects that you have to do, or you're in the middle of like planning an event or whatever it is, make sure that you're paying attention, that you're setting enough time to do that, because there could be issues that affect other people and how you work with other people along the lines, where it's like you have to have a balanced state of like giving to it, nurturing it, but then also making sure that you fall in that Emperor mode where you are actually like solidifying things and making sure things actually happen, right? So not just like coming up and conceiving the idea, but making sure you execute it as well, okay? So that could be a possible challenge for you during this time. Oh my goodness. And finally, let's look at what are some outcomes for this month. Show me outcomes for the month of February for Leo. Okay, Hermit, Knight of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and Star. Okay. So I see that, let me see. All of the stuff that's going on during this month of February could really be putting you in this like very self-reflective mode with this Hermit. And while you go in and start thinking about like what you really want your life to look like, okay? Like, what are the desires that you have for a daily life? What do you want your daily life to look like? Are you mirroring that? Do you have that in your life right now? Is everything in your life going the way that you want it to, in a way where you're okay with the daily routines that you do every day? You got also like examining that these relationships in your life, or what, not even relationships, but everything in your life, you're looking at the nature of how much energy are you putting in versus what you're getting back. You're really examining these things and trying to decipher, like, is it in your best interest? Is this something that you really want to kind of keep with you? What do you really hope? Well, the Star cards talks about hope and inspiration. So I feel like there is a big there's a lot of like intellectual energy that's kind of happening right now, but like being careful not to get too caught up in those like practical details when you're in your head, making sure that you're still executing things that you actually have to do, not only in your everyday life, but also working towards things that you want to do. All right. In that way. So, yeah, that's what I got for you. So it's a kind of a mixed bag. I do see you waiting. First of all, just to recap, you're definitely like waiting on changes to happen. Maybe when it comes to your home space, or what could even be your finances, right? Because that Queen of Pentacles does talk about business. If you have a business, if you're a Leo with a business, it's like you're still in this theme of having to be patient, having to wait on things to kind of come through. In the past, it's like you have incorporated a partnership. Partnerships can be lovers. Partnerships could also be associates, businesses that we have, right? That we're kind of, you say you're married to your job, you're married to your business in that sense. I see you in the past, you've had this like very practical idea that it's going to be really smart for you to really start thinking about saving at this time and putting some things away. Some challenges that you could have is because you are so much in your head with thinking like on such high level things that you could be having mishaps in planning, right? Where things could kind of sneak underneath the, kind of get underneath the curtains there or whatever. I don't know how to say it, but it's like to seep underneath the tile, so to speak, where you kind of lose sight on some things, and making sure that you're not just that you're thinking about things or executing things, but you're also like nurturing things that exist in your life, okay? And that you're working well with other people, or working well with your current, your current like routines, right? And I also see it's very possible at this time, the outcome for this month is you really thinking hard, you going within to examine various aspects of your life and what you're giving to, and if you're receiving things back from it that you feel are adequate. So you have a high level thinking about this, and I think it definitely has something to do with like what's your ideal version of what you want your life to look like. I see that being very heavy in your energy for this month. All right, so let's close this reading out with one card from the Eternal Crystals Oracle. Show me one message for Leo from the Eternal Crystals Oracle. Okay, yours is UNAKITE. It asks you to activate your heart chakra by living in the present. Okay, so I'm going to read this message for you and then we'll close out the reading. Okay, so UNAKITE is asking you, if you spend too much time focusing on what has happened in the past, are you constantly trying to plan for the future? Have you noticed that you haven't had much time to enjoy and live in the present? UNAKITE has appeared to encourage you to be fully present. It is time for you to enjoy what is around you now. Be grateful for this experience that you have be grateful for the experience that you have in the past, though. It has made you the wonderful person that you are today. Begin to honor who you are and cherish the loved ones and friends around you. Make the most of each opportunity that comes your way. There is nothing wrong with planning for the future. Just try not to become so focused on future that you forget to live in the present. UNAKITE helps you to live in the now. It is balancing and grounding crystal, which is associated with the heart chakra. Try to focus on the things and people that bring you the most fulfillment or happiness at the moment. Spend time doing things that you love and that re-energize you. Connect with your loved ones and do something fun together. All right. Thank you, Leo, for listening to this message in its entirety. Please do comment, like, and subscribe for additional content. I do offer personal readings. You can find more information in the description of this video or in the, something that's in the about section of the channel. Have a great rest of the month, and I'm going to get this fly out of here. Happy February. Black History Month. Be out.